Sean Gathright, one of the four men convicted in the high-profile murder of Julio Foolio, finally broke down. As the judge read him his sentence, his world came crashing down. He wept. He just received the worst punishment that every convict fears. The nightmare of being trapped behind bars without any possibility of seeing the free world again. A fate that would kill any man's soul. But for Gathright, being buried behind a concrete cell isn't where his nightmare stops. The state of Florida isn't just asking for a life sentence. They want his life. They're seeking the death penalty. But Gathright isn't going away quietly. He's pushing back against what the state is seeking. How does he plan to prevent it? As a last-ditch effort, he decided to plead his humanity. Will he be able to convince the state to ease off of the death penalty? Here's what he had to say. Moments after Gathright wept before the jury, he took to the witness stand. Then he pleaded his case, saying,
I feel very remorseful. This is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience. To the victim's family, I want to send my deepest condolences and I understand that it's hard losing a child, a best friend, a brother, a cousin, and for that I just cannot say sorry enough. I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wants it for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons that I've learned, for just this experience in general, because it's one that I'll never forget, and it's gonna.
The jury also heard from his mother, sister, grandmother, uncle, a school counselor, and a friend who described him as a young man who liked to make people laugh. But the most heartbreaking moment came directly from his family. His mother said, "I believe what has been presented is not my son," to the jury. "I just miss my brother," his sister said. Their words cut straight through his heart, bringing tears to his eyes as he sat at the defense table. "I was smart, mature for my age," he said, "but I still was a young man, a young boy." He understands that a life sentence is exactly what he deserves, but he wants to try to do good with the time he has incarcerated. And the gamble paid off. The jury officially recommended life without parole rather than the death row, taking the ultimate penalty off the table. But for Gathright, his permanent reality, being locked behind a cage, is a fate he has to accept. As he put it, if you're going to be somewhere for the rest of your life, why would you make it a living hell?